for me. That's how you start the video?
uh, okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have special guest Miracle here today. Um, Today we're going to be talking about, we're going to be discussing gender-based violence. Okay, for those who don't know,
I feel like I should introduce myself.
yeah,
So, my name's Miracle. Um, I like anime. I am studying, and I am a struggling artist.
where can we find you on any social media?
You could find me on Instagram, Starseed. Well, it's Miracle Starseed. That's MIRAQLE, and then Starseed. You know, and then you could also find me on YouTube. You could Google that same thing. But don't worry, I'll share my socials with
Okay. Her socials will definitely be down in the description below, so be sure to check that out along with mine. Um, so yeah, we're going to be discussing gender-based violence. Um,
you. Yes,
were you going to say something?
I never realized how nice my collarbones look until now.
You like that?
Yeah.
I don't like mine. I'm like, that's why I like to always button my shape up like
I
really high.
I feel like when I start working out some more, I'm already starting to work out, but like it's nothing. But like when I start working out more, they'll be like more precise, you know.
If I need the weight to go up, like, how about that? Like,
I have nice color.
anyway, so
Pretty much, you want to talk about like gender-based violence and how it affects us and all those kind of things. And I'm going to start the first question, which is like, does gender-based violence exist, and or is it qualified in the same category? Now, personally, obviously, I believe gender violence goes for women 100%. Women are the ones who get the most. But does it follow in the same category as just violence?
um, for me personally, I believe it's gender based for a reason other than just general violence. Gender based is a form of discrimination or abuse against women for being women. So, yes, I believe the term gender based violence is valid.
Okay, well, that's good. But in my opinion, I don't deny the fact in my side that women do get violence 100%. But I personally feel I do see it as a category, but I also feel like in the majority it's just violence in a sense. Like, like it's like, how do you category the lesser of the evil? If evil is evil, it's just evil, right? That's how I see it. Now,
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but that's like saying, you remember when America had all these riots and stuff? That's like when people were saying, all lives matter, but Black Lives Matter right now. These are that's what we focus on. Black lives are being taken right now.
mhm.
So in a sense, it's gender based for a reason. We're focusing on abuse and the violation of women for them being women.
Okay, and I hear what you're saying, and I agree, but I'm not saying what I believe. I'm explaining. I believe, okay, when you're talking about like in courts, the law system, we're gonna need to like be specific, like okay, what exactly kind of violence went place, and then you put all that on the document, and you know what I mean. But when you're out in your everyday, it's really hard to nit and pick or what exactly is going on. But you can see violence for violence, you know what I mean. I don't need to like know someone is being violent in what category when I see someone just whacking someone in the face for no reason. I just know that person is being violent. And later on, we could figure out the nitty and gritty. But in my opinion, in the back of my mind, I'm still kind of iffy about the whole thing. Like I just see it in my mind right now as just violence on a whole. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm still crosses limit in a sense. So that's my factor on it. Yeah. Anything to add?
I understand. So what about hate crimes? Do you not classify them as hate crimes? Like being assaulted for being of a particular sexual orientation? Do you not consider it a hate crime? Or do you
Mm,
have to wait, as you said, until after the whole thing?
there was no waiting. I mean, I think like there are categories. I believe okay, let's go back to what I'm saying with labels, right?
Mhm.
Labels are important 100%. You know what I mean? We need them. There's certain things in situations in life where we need to put a label on something so that because it's the main issue.
Mhm.
But I feel like sometimes we get out of hand with labeling where every single thing needs a label. Like it's like, really? Is that necessary? Now when it comes to like what you were just talking about there,
Uh-huh. Hate
hate
crimes?
crimes, yeah. I face hate crimes on a daily. I mean, I'm not the average. When people see me, they have their own assumptions and anything like that. Like hate crimes are, I believe you spend the time when you're in courts. That's when you go into nitty gritty. But if you just walk on the road, do you have the? Can you personally say you have the time to nitpick everything? No, you just see it on the spot, then get it to the position where it can be dealt with. You get what I'm saying here? Because if you have to sit there, you miss an opportunity to deal with the situation. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I'm just saying you have to be realistic at the same time. You know, it's like see what it is and just walk in silence, and then deal with the issue. Yeah. But how does it affect you? Well, I want to know, like, do you face gender-based violence in the sense of like hate crimes? Because you are a man, right? Like you identify as that.
If you let's not talk about my gender identity right now.
Okay. My bad. I'm sorry.
But okay, so
You
um,
wanna take that out?
that's okay.
All right.
Um, so we're okay. Our topic is gender based right now, not hate crime.
Hate crimes.
So
Mm.
so
Well,
let's
do
leave
you
that one for
assume
now.
that you face gender-based violence?
Honestly, no.
So people don't come for you for it,
For because of my gender, no.
but do people come for you?
In general, because of my sexuality, yes, but that is different from gender based. It that is because of sexuality.
But doesn't that kind of fall in the same
No,
thing?
it doesn't.
Mm, and that's from your research
Well, experience. But,
experiences. So that's from. Can you explain that experience?
okay, experience meaning I've never been looked down upon or ill treated because I was a male.
Hmm.
Um, Women, on the other hand, face a whole different. Like I couldn't even fathom what women go through
Mm,
because of their
okay.
gender.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah. What about you? Like any personal experiences?
I think I just get a lot of hate crimes more than gender in a sense. Like, for me, I get, I would say, the best of worst worlds. That makes any sense. Like, I'm not feminine enough. I'm not masculine enough. I'm just kind of in that middle. So it's like, okay, so I get both hits of it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, if you're a guy, you're a thief. If you're a girl, you're a prostitute. And since I look like this, I guess I get a mixture. You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
just get ignorance and this arrogance on all levels. That's why I say I find it hard to categorize it in so many little issues because it's so much. That's why I personally in my life can't just say it's just all in one head because I get all of it, you know? And it's like, it's a lot because people assume they know things about you, they know what's going on in your life, and you can be the most quiet person just walking on your life, but you cannot judge a book by a cover because if you were to just sit down with me and have a conversation, chances are, like, I'm not what you expect. And I'm a kind of person where I'm not as loud. I read energy, you know? If I feel like a vibe off you, then I'm not judging you, I just don't want to get in that vibe, you know? But like that's just me. I just rather be calm in my corner and be weird. than be around people that don't give a damn about you. You know? So when I say in life I've experienced so many different sides of the coin, at this point I'm like, hey, you know,
I understand.
I do
Um,
have two arms actually. Only one arm is showing. I have two arms.
me as well. um, do you think or do you believe like is there any way that we can well yeah we can reduce gender-based violence?
I think it starts with you, but I want to know what in your mind makes you believe that you're better, where do you believe that you are superior? And so a lot of people use the Bible because we're in a religious country, so they use the Bible as their excuse to play God. But it's the same thing where they say they're not God. But you know what I mean? Hey, I think that's where it starts. It starts with your ego, your issues. Why are you using this as your um, shield to do your abuse? You know what I mean? An abuser always has a shield. We all have shields, but the abuser has a special kind of shield. It's a kind of shield where it shouldn't be biased, but that's what they use to cover up their nonsense. You know. So I think it starts with not the males. It starts with the males because the females also. I'm not saying like
They're innocent.
they're innocent. I believe some people, now I know I will get flack for this, but I believe some people are aware because I believe females also abuse males. Gender based violence does go on both sides. It's like saying, oh, only females get raped by males,
But
but
it's
males still
the
get raped.
majority.
But the majority is obviously females, but I'm not going to deny the fact that males go through their own crap. Because I feel for when it comes to gender based violence to males, it's not really in the physical sense. I believe they'll get it through like emotions. Like women can abuse males' emotions. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? They can use you for emotional support, financial support, which they get by using for the emotional support.
Verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse. Yeah, I'm showing you. So it goes both ways. It's just we really emphasize on women. Why? Because we get more sympathy. Because men are supposed to have no feelings whatsoever, which just kind of makes no sense.
That's what society
Yeah.
makes us believe that men are supposed to be the macho or the automatically supposed to be the more dominant species. So,
But if you're on that, there, I just want to know what is a man? Like in your opinion, what makes a man?
nothing but gender identity to me because me being well me, I believe you can have a penis and still be a woman.
Sure, that'll be an interesting relationship. But hey,
But
I'm not hating. I'm just saying like how you bring that up. No, like, I just
yeah, but
okay.
it's answering your question
Yeah, it
though.
answers my question.
What makes a man? All I can say is gender identity is what you identify as. A man isn't automatically supposed to be classed as the macho one, or just because you see a man big, bulky, and walking like a gangster doesn't mean that you know.
I get what you're saying. Personally, for me, I believe what makes a man or what makes a person female or male. I believe in having duality. I believe that you should have a balance between your divine feminine and divine masculine. If you don't know what that means, it means you should have a balance between your feminine and your masculine energy. And once you balance those two, I believe it makes a whole person, you know? Because how can you live your whole life denying one half of yourself? You know what I mean? If you are too feminine, you are denying your masculinity. If you are too masculine, you're denying your femininity. But I believe what society gets wrong is that they tell you how you're supposed to express it. Like females to express their feminine side, they have to, I don't know, dress girly, or they have to, write songs, or you know what I mean, things like that. Or males have to always wear sports gear and always punching around thing. Listen, you know yourself, you
And carry
know
around that super deep voice.
voice. Like they trying to control what is
This is
you.
upsetting me and my
Like
homegirl.
personally, you should know how to express your own energy. It's inside of you. I like will not express my feminine energy through my dress, but I express it through my art, my writing, my music. That's the way I connect with my feminine energy. Some people are like cooking. Cooking can be considered feminine, you know. It's what way works for you.
Honestly, in St. Lucia back in the day, it was considered that. But now women want men that can cook. because women are now taking charge. They want to be a boss. They want to get a job. They want to,
But that's the whole thing. Equality. What
but
do you want?
that's not a bad thing.
All I'm saying is, I believe that to be a person, whether you male, female, or non-binary, I believe you need to balance those energies within yourself. And once that's balanced, you are a whole person or alien if you want to exist as that. But that's just me.
Also, as I was saying about women getting jobs and all of these things, I think that would contribute to reducing gender-based violence. You're showing, yeah, because
Not really. You're on a roll.
you're showing men that you're a boss. You cannot control me. I have my own money. I have my own. I could buy as Megan Thee Stallion said, I could buy the same thing my man bought. Like,
He has this Megan Thee Stallion like addiction. I'm not hating. I'm just like, okay. I mean, I had a Katy Perry phase when I was young, but that's not going to get into that. But hey, I'm obsessed with BTS. So what can I say? Not much.
my Megan face isn't going to end, but
I give it 2 years.
so so anything that can reduce any ideas
I,
too.
well, like I was saying, I believe it starts with within us. No matter what you are, just to change the system, you have to first look within yourself because then one day you're gonna get older and you're gonna be part of the system. And if you don't start doing the work within yourself, you're just gonna continue the cycle. So we could go do protests, we could go and scream and yell, and that's great. I'm not hating on that. But before you can do all those things, you have to do the work within yourself and then find community who are also there. You know what I mean? We have to work on ourselves. We have to develop ourselves and not just sit there in ignorance. Try, like actually make an effort starting here before it can get out here. You know, that's my opinion on it. I know it sounds simple and naive, but that's kind of what I see it as.
Um, Personally, I kind of agree. I do agree. Another thing that, well, it's not maybe not in my power, but educating young women about their rights and being a boss.
A boss?
A boss, like a boss, like
Ah,
a
boss
stallion
sounds
type of
good. Oh,
it.
yeah.
So yeah, so education could go a long way in that sense in reducing gender-based violence.
Well, yeah. The only way to educate people, you have to educate yourself. You
But
have to
then
be a student.
you can bring you can bring the donkey to the water and but you cannot get it to drink. So if they want to be raw.
It starts with you. So,
Anyways, this brings us to the end of this video.
very short video, but hey, yes.
Um, Please, I forgot to mention that at the start of the video, but please like, comment, and subscribe. Um,
Share your opinions, your views. I
Down
don't
in the
know.
comments below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for our next upcoming fun and entertaining videos. Thank you. Bye bye.